Hey, I'm back with another video. Today, I just wanted to talk about forgiving. How come no one said forgiving is hard? Maybe they have said it, but maybe I just don't listen. But forgiving is hard. It really is. And I think it's more harder to forgive. I know for me, I'm realizing it's more hard to forgive the people and yourself if you're your toughest critic, and depending on how long, whatever you're forgiving them for, you went through with them. There was an incident when I was younger as a kid, and it lasted, I would say, for about 3 years, but each year it just got intense and worse and worse. I was able to forgive that person, I would say, about 7 years later, 8 years later. Pretty much at that point, to point to where I talk about them, I can mention about them, I can even pass him by, which I have done at least twice in the past 10 years, and it's like he doesn't exist. I don't even look at him, but I don't think eye contact. I haven't looked back to see if that person's going to follow me or say something. I mean, literally, it's like he does not exist. But I recently have reconnected with everyone in my life now in the past year. And, I've gone through some things, and it lasted for about 5 years, close to 6. Y'all, I am still trying to forgive. It's been a whole year. And when I got out of that situation, I thought in my head, oh, okay, well, everything's going to be fine now. Just move on. Just move on, do what you got to do in your life, and just keep pushing forward. But you know what I've realized? And it took all the way to a couple weeks ago, and I'm still realizing it now. And it took all the way to a couple weeks ago, but I'm still realizing it now that y'all, it's hard. It's really hard. I think, like I said, for me, I'm my toughest critic. I don't see how anyone can be tougher than me. And it's really hard to forgive that person and then forgive myself. Because I realized with me being an emotional person, I didn't cry for a whole year. Now, anybody who's emotional and sensitive, you understand, you cry. You overthink too much. You overcare too much. You feel with your feelings. You react with your feelings. You do by your feelings. And I kid you not, I didn't cry for over a year. That scared me. And I'm like, something's wrong. I haven't cried about anything. Not that you're supposed to, if you're happy, but I wasn't happy. So I'm like, okay, how come I haven't cried about no stress, no problems? I've gotten frustrated, but it's like, whatever. And I realized I kept a lot of trauma inside of me. So when I'm thinking in my mind the whole time, I'm moving on, I'm getting better, I ain't worried about it. No, I suppressed my feelings. I killed my feelings to where I didn't care what happened. I'm just not going to think about it. And when you do that, you don't heal. You don't forgive. And I realized I had a lot of anger built up inside of me, like what could have just turned out to be an emotional moment, a very sensitive crying moment for me. It just winded up making me angry. Not only angry at that person, but angry at myself, to where I was just shocked. I was shocked that I had so much anger built inside of me that I started to realize I am becoming someone that I don't even know. I'm becoming someone who's becoming reckless with their decisions. I'm becoming reckless to other people's feelings. And I realized that. And I was like, oh my God, that's just not me. That's just not me. What do I have to do? So right now, it's just all about healing and forgiving. But forgiving is hard. I found it hard, y'all, to even say I forgive even me. Because the moment I'm thinking in my head, I forgive me, I'm my toughest critic. I then think in my head, well, why did you do that in the first place? Why did you allow that in the first place? How could you let this happen in the first place? If you didn't let it happen, then things wouldn't have led to this and things wouldn't have led to that. And, right now I'm learning to be like, okay, what you know now, you didn't know years ago. You didn't know. The way you move now, you didn't move years ago. And so, y'all, just forgive. Work on forgiving. Work on, it's such a heavy topic, y'all. It's such a heavy topic, but forgive, y'all. Forgive. I don't care if you're 50 years old and you need to forgive someone who did something to you when you were 7. That may be to some people, oh, well, you shouldn't worry about that. That was over 40 years ago. What you worried about it for? Apparently, if they think it's nothing, that's fine. But for you to hold it in for that long, for you to still be upset about something for that long, something's wrong. It did something to you. Maybe the smallest thing, but it did something to you. Therefore, it's a problem for you. You still can't move on. So you're going to let it be another 40 years to the day you die? To let that still bother you? That holds a lock onto something that could be released. That could be extra stress that you don't even need. And when you release it, it's gone and you feel a whole lot lighter. Yeah, forgiving is not an easy thing. But I never understood, even as a kid, when they say, well, forgiving is for you, not for them. I'm thinking, shouldn't it be for them? Like, I ain't mad at them. But now that I've gotten older, I've gone through a lot. A lot, y'all. A lot. I have realized that it really is for you. It's really not for them. It is for you. Because when you harbor something and some type of trauma, it messes you up mentally, emotionally, even spiritually. Believe it or not, you start carrying around this negative energy. You start bringing around negative energy, and that can rub off the wrong way. So, it's a journey. It's a journey. And trust me, forgiving is not going to take overnight, y'all. It's not. It's not going to take overnight. It may not even be in the month or two, may not even be in that year. It may take you a whole year or two. But I always like to say, it don't matter how long you get there, as long as you get there. As long as you are putting in the work and you're putting in that effort and you're trying every single day to be a better you, it don't matter how long it takes for you to forgive people and yourself. Do it. Just put in the work and do it. I have realized, even for me, maybe this will help somebody out there, but I realize even for me, just simply saying I forgive that person, I forgive myself every single day helps me be more calmer, helps me be more relaxed, and it helps me realize that's a mind state that I need to stay in. I need to stay in forgiving that person. I need to stay in forgiving myself. I need to stay in the place of forgiving everything that happened, accepting what happened, taking it. You know what I'm saying? Just realize every single thing and let it go. letting it go and be like, okay, that happened. It is what it is. I forgive him. I forgive me. It's okay. It's a done deal. I'm over it. Now is really time to move on without carrying that with me. I can leave that behind. So, and I'm waiting for that big relief, even myself, of okay, whew, that's off my back. I ain't gotta worry about it. I literally can move on without having something weighing me down. So that's just what I wanted to say to y'all today in this video. Just forgive. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. The people can have done the most hateful things to you. The unimaginable, unlike human things to you. But you do have to forgive. It could take years. But as long as you get there. As long as you're not dying with that on you, you're good. That's just years and decades of extra stress you don't need. And the sad part is, y'all, and y'all know this, half of the time, that bothers you as the victim, but it doesn't bother the person that did it. It bothers you. And it doesn't bother that other person. They're not worried about that. They'll probably talk to you in your face as if nothing ever happened, because in their eyes, they're not worried about it. Nothing happened. Nothing was wrong. They were in the right. Whatever dispute or whatever happened, they were in the right. And for you to not have anything but peace in your life, that is something that you should let go. So just work on that, y'all. Work on forgiving. I'm not trying to say I know it all. I just only talk about what I know, what I'm going through, and what I've come to realize. For me, that works for me. Everybody's different, but what works for me. And if this can reach out to one person and it helps one person, that's all that matters. Now, if it reaches out more, that's perfect. But if it just reaches one person, whether it's today when I post it or whether it's a year from now, I don't care. As long as it helps somebody realize that they have to let something go in order to move on in a healthy manner, even if they don't realize it's affecting them. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, do I really forgive that person, or I'm just saying that? Can I really forgive that person and see that person in the face and just be like, I forgive you, and not have a grudge? Or can I say that and then I see that person and I'm all hatred all over again and angry? No. So just try to forgive, y'all. Just try to forgive. I will be back with another video. I'm sorry about the bad lighting, y'all. It's jacked up. But when I feel like recording, I feel like saying something, I'm not going to wait until everything is nice and peachy perfect. Okay? I'm not going to. It'll get better in time. But right now, I'm not going to. And yes, I'm back with my bonnet. Okay? Don't talk about me. Don't talk about me. Be nice. Be nice. I know. We can have that be talked about on another topic, but your girl, it's in the morning. I got some things to do. And like I said, I'm not finna wait to get dolled up, have the perfect lighting, makeup on. No, when I feel like recording, I'm going to come back and just go ahead and talk to y'all. So, yeah, but hit that subscribe button. And I just wanted to also say thank you to everyone who's been watching. Even if you just watch one time, thank you. I really do appreciate it. And like, comments, leave nice comments, y'all. Leave nice comments. And yeah, just keep updated. Hit that notification bell to when I post another video. And I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.